Hello, I am Anav Kathuria, and this is my Econ 101 presentation on the concept of the prisoner's dilemma. So, let's get started. The dilemma itself is described as two individuals both acting in self-interest in a kind of conundrum where they're given a choice between a choice where you can cooperate and a choice where you can you can support yourself, right? And basically the idea is the two individuals both choose the choice of acting in self-interest over cooperation, and that decision spirals into them having a worse outcome than they would have if they both had chosen the mutual cooperation. So that is the concept. So a real world example that I've chosen for this is two martial artists debating on whether or not, professional martial artists, debating on whether or not to use PEDs, which are performance enhancing drugs, for their respective upcoming fights. Many stakes are involved in this dilemma or this example, which is career, the fluidity of their career and the whole structure of it, their reputation and how solid it is, their personal health, as these drugs are very known for harming those healths, safety towards and against the opponent, because a performance-enhanced individual in a MMA fight will result in tremendous damage to their opponent. Of course, damage against yourself is always possible. Money, all of these are stakes involved in this choice. So the payoff matrix is here, and we have four options, obviously. The both cooperate option refers to both of them not choosing to use these drugs. 2.5 and 2.5 are the values given to both of them, as obviously if they both chose to cooperate, they're at an equal playing field. Nobody loses. If they both cheat, however, they are both facing the risks and the dilemmas involved with cheating, which will result them in both being 1-1. High risks, but also rewards. If one of them cheats, one of them will be given all of the points and the other will be given none, as they are in a very big deficit of kind of points and stuff like that, if you understand what I mean. They both are very disadvantaged against the other if the other cheats. So the dominant strategy provided to us by this payoff matrix is that it's both cheating, because if you both cheat, then you have no chance to have a 0. If you don't cheat, then the other might, and you might end up with the 5-0 scenario. It's not worth it to shoot for the 2.5 if you can fully solidify 1 and 1. So the Nash equilibrium is them both cheating, but they both do worse, reinforcing that this is the prisoner's dilemma. So the consequences, if they both follow this, is that they will be both banned if they're caught, reputation is lost, fines, charges, public ridicule, all these can happen in the sports world, and if one of them does it, one fighter wins, money for both, and the reputation remains intact. So options here to promote the co-op is that increasing incentives such as reputation, rewards, and higher payouts for losses will cause people not to want to cheat more because they don't care about winning as much. Increasing consequences such as longer and stricter bans, that scares people into not cheating, and it may help reducing the prisoner's dilemma choice. That'll be it for us today. Thank you so much, and yeah, prisoner's dilemma.